Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to another social emotional wellness episode. My name is Tony Curitan, and today I'd like to share some information on understanding self-harm. So, self-harm refers to the intentional act of causing physical harm to oneself, often as a way to cope with emotional pain, stress, or trauma. There are lots of reasons why people self-harm, and it is different for everyone. For some people, self-harm is linked to specific experiences and is a way of dealing with something that is happening now or in the past. For others, the reasons are less clear and can be harder to make sense of. People of all ages and backgrounds can self-harm. There is no one typical person who hurts themselves. Understanding self-harm is crucial for providing support and addressing the underlying issues that may lead individuals to engage in this behavior. Today, I'd like to share an overview of self-harm, its causes, effects, and ways to show support to those that may be suffering from this behavior. So, in order to understand self-harm, you have to know that self-harm is a coping mechanism where individuals intentionally inflict pain on themselves. It is often not intended as a suicidal act, although it can increase the risk of suicidal thoughts or behavior. And common methods of self-harm include cutting, burning, scratching, hitting, and other forms of self-injury. Some individuals may also engage in behavior such as substance abuse or eating disorders as a form of self-harm. So what are the causes of self-harm? Well, there is emotional distress. Many people self-harm as a way to cope with overwhelming feelings such as sadness, anger, anxiety, or frustration. It can serve as a release for emotional pain. Then there's trauma and abuse. Experiences of trauma, including physical, emotional, or sexual abuse, can lead to self-harming behaviors as a way to regain a sense of control or to express unresolved pain. Then there's mental health disorders. Self-harm is often associated with mental health conditions such as depression, anxiety, borderline personality disorders, and post-traumatic stress disorder. And then there are the social and environmental factors. Factors such as bullying, relationship issues, or significant life changes like divorce or the loss of a loved one. These factors can contribute to the likelihood of self-harming behaviors. So what are the signs and symptoms of self-harming? Well, the physical signs include unexplained injuries, scars, or burns, wearing long sleeves or pants in warm weather to hide injuries, or frequent accidents. The emotional signs include withdrawal from friends and family, changes in mood, low self-esteem, or expressions of hopelessness. And the behavioral signs include engaging in risky behaviors, sudden changes in your behavior, or changes in your academic performance. So what are the impacts that self-harm has on us? Well, the physical consequences include behavior that leads to severe injuries, infections, scarring, and in extreme cases, it can be life-threatening. The emotional and psychological effects include individuals reporting feelings of relief after self-harming. But It will often lead to feelings of guilt and shame and increased emotional distress over time. And then the social implications. Self-harming behaviors can strain relationships with friends and family, which leads to more isolation and decreased support. So, what are some ways that we can show support to people that may be suffering from these behaviors? Well, open communication is a great start. By creating safe environments for individuals to talk about their feelings and experiences can help them express themselves without fear of judgment. And therapy and counseling can provide effective support for individuals who are struggling with self-harm. And teaching healthy coping mechanisms such as mindfulness, journaling, art therapy, or physical activity. These things can provide alternative ways to manage emotional pain. And encouraging connections with friends and family or support groups can help individuals feel less isolated and more understood. So, educating the public about self-harm and its causes and its effects can help reduce the stigma and encourage individuals to seek help. And implementing programs in schools to teach emotional resilience and coping skills can provide students with tools to manage stress and emotional pain effectively. So, what are our key takeaways? Well, self-harm is a complex behavior that often stems from deep emotional pain and unresolved trauma. Understanding the causes, recognizing the signs, and providing compassionate support are essential steps in addressing this issue. With appropriate interventions, individuals can learn healthier coping strategies and work towards healing and recovery. If you or someone you know is struggling with self-harm, reaching out for professional help is a crucial step towards recovery. There is nothing wrong with seeking professional help, therapy and counseling, because a mental health professional can provide guidance, support, and coping strategies to assist you. Here are two resources that you can use: Turning Point Macomb and Avalon Healing Center. Their contact information is right here on the screen. Well, that is my time for today, friends. I hope this information helps you on your self-care journey. Make sure you click on the survey link below if you'd like more information on this, and make sure that you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks again for watching. My name is Toni Cureton, and I will see you next time.